Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots, streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app. Now, here are Bill Jones, Savannah Humoller, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Go!
Yeah.
Go! Dallas Cowboys! Is the gold team of the senior pros. Let the whole world hear our bugles blow. Stand up! Stampede! Go you Dallas
Everson, the maestro. It's a fabulous football fight song Friday edition of Mick Shots as we get you ready for the Ice Bowl on Sunday afternoon. Played indoors at AT&T Stadium, and thank God we're not in Kansas City. Thank God we're not in Buffalo. Thank God we're not in Green Bay.
Thank God we're not outside.
That's exactly. Even right now, thank God we're not outside. As the Blue Northerners blown in, and now the Cowboys need a blue win on Sunday afternoon.
Thank Jerry for a roof.
That's right, and heating.
Absolutely.
And we're not at the worst yet. Today is just a tease.
Yes.
The weekend is going to be the problem.
It's going to be real cold on Sunday getting into the stadium, and then
And hope that the precip
nice football indoors.
Hope the wintry mix does not start Sunday afternoon, where people leaving the stadium have to deal with anything.
So 29 for a high
On Sunday.
on game day. That's for a high. The wind's going to be 12 miles per hour, so
What's
probably looking at about 20, 25 or 20 degrees wind chill.
Well,
And that's just up for the high. Then you get down to 15 degrees, I believe it says,
for the
for
low.
the low. And you know that's below zero wind
Well,
chill.
what time was it when you first went out today?
Today it was 31 degrees,
What time?
like 8 in the morning.
What time did you first go outside?
It was an hour ago.
of course. Mine was like 7:30 a.m. It was probably
So-
like 30.
It was up north where I live. It was 28, and the wind was blowing like crazy,
Yeah.
right? And I'm going, so this has got to be 18 degrees.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I got to go in and put more on.
Yes.
It wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour here this morning.
I heard it. It woke me up.
The hail last
Bill's got
night.
layers on. Bill never
I
has
do.
layers.
Hail?
There was hail in Dallas last night.
You know, I thought I heard something, but last night we got rain. Did you get rain?
I got rain.
We
and
got rain.
hail.
I got
Right,
dirty
and
rain.
there was a
was
tornado watch.
Yeah, it was like 12:30,
I mean, it
1
was
a.m.
like it was like, and it felt like springtime. You know, there was kind of a
Yeah.
humidity in the air.
Yeah, it
or
was
whatever,
weird.
It
And,
was
was
70
weird.
degrees yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the
and it's going to
Dry.
be.
And I'm looking at
57.
the weather app, and it had no precipitation.
Well, and today.
and it's raining on my house.
welcome
today-
to Texas.
The high is 60 today,
So
even
I don't
though it's
need my
38 right now.
That's-
and it's the high tomorrow is 57, but it's
No, you wait till
s-
Sunday.
The second front is coming
Yeah.
through on Sunday, and as meteorologist Everson Walls told us, a high of 26 on Sunday, a low of 15.
I'll be sure to call you guys when I leave the stadium, and it's about midnight.
I have
okay?
tickets. I don't think I'm going.
I just
I
got
think I'm going. I'm just gonna do my Q&A with my man Spags at Star Sports, and I'm out of here.
Well, shout out to all the Cowboys tailgaters, those fans that post up out there for hours and hours and hours. Bundle up, get your coats ready,
Cowboy Mafia.
but they will be out there.
You know, the funny thing I see going to the game is people are walking from the parking lots, and they know it's an indoor game, right? But they're dressed like it's an indoor game. And
Yeah.
It's like, no, you got to
No,
get from your car
you
to the
gotta go.
stadium, dude.
And that is about a quarter of a mile walk at least.
Meanwhile, in Kansas City, it's 13 degrees right now, and they host the Dolphins on Saturday night. And on Saturday, the high is 7 degrees.
Oh, it's going down.
And the low is minus 8 degrees.
And that's not including wind chill.
And that's not including wind chill.
And an inch or 3 of snow.
Oh, they having
We're
precipitation?
supposed to greet them today
Jeez.
or tonight when they
Miami
arrive.
really blew it.
And while we
Miami's
continue,
going to be
They
real
really
cold.
blew it.
Although Buffalo's not going to be much better.
Continuing with our weather report, Buffalo, they play Pittsburgh noon Dallas time on Sunday. It's going to be balmy there, Noel.
Balmy.
28. It's going to be colder here than there.
28 degrees.
28 is the high on Sunday in Buffalo. Now,
Yeah.
there is a
What
60%
about-
chance of snow.
Yeah.
And how much?
And 19 is the low. And, well, my app
I
doesn't
heard,
tell me that.
I'd heard feet.
Oh, feet of snow.
Wow.
Well, they got a 70% chance of snow on Saturday and 60% on Sunday.
They'll be out there jumping on cafeteria tables, lunch tables,
Exactly.
still doing their thing.
So, and again, the coldest game ever played was what, 56 years ago now.
13 below. It
13
started,
below.
Finished at 18 below.
At some point, the wind chill was like 57 below
Ridiculous, right?
or something. The
What?
ice ball.
What about Cincinnati?
Well, the colder was the Cincinnati and San Diego is the second coldest.
Wow.
Coldest was the ice
That
ball.
was 56.
We still hold the record for
Wait,
the ice
wait.
ball.
Didn't I see a crazy number like 50 something below or something? Didn't I see that?
Maybe a wind chill.
Is that what that was in
Maybe.
San Diego? You're going to tell me I didn't see a high number, like a high number with a minus sign there.
Wait, that could not have been in San Diego.
No, it
No,
wasn't.
no,
It
this
was
is
in
in Cincinnati. No.
Yeah,
If the
Cincinnati.
Chargers were
I'm
playing
like,
in the
what?
game.
I think that game was
like,
colder.
no.
I
Yeah.
think, Savannah, I'm telling you, that game's colder. I think Bill's wrong on that one.
Well, all
Hey,
I
we're playing Green Bay. We got to keep with
Yes,
the narrative.
I think
here.
he's
Keep
wrong.
Green Bay.
on that one.
Keep with the-
I played in Cleveland, so I want to get that Ohio love, man.
keep with,
Okay.
keep with the whistle getting frozen to the officials' lips.
Right.
Okay.
All right, so speaking of Green Bay, should we do the practice report?
Yes,
Yes,
boy.
please.
Okay, hang on, let me pull this up.
Do I have to
Hold
say
on, it's
go?
loading.
Go.
Right. And
All right,
go,
all
Savannah.
right. Perfect. Okay, so we'll start with the Cowboys here. We had Stephon Gilmore was limited in Thursday participation.
Which was an improvement.
Yes, definitely an improvement. He was DNP on Wednesday, did not participate. And then we had Jonathan Hankins limited, Malik Hooker full practice. Zach Martin did not participate, but he was on rest. Tyler Smith limited, and Tyrone Smith did not participate due to rest as well. So, all
So-
things looking good for
Do you
the
have the
Cowboys.
Packers one there?
I do.
It's pretty long.
This is, yes, and some of the two.
The guys that I'm interested in.
I don't think
Christian Watson, wide receiver.
he was limited.
This list is so long.
I think it's
Yes, he was
alphabetical.
limited. And then we had two players. They got moved from
Patience,
limited,
Bill.
limited on Wednesday to did not participate on Thursday. And that was, excuse me if I mispronounce, Jair Alexander.
Jair
Jair.
Alexander.
Jair Alexander. He
And
was-
by the way, interesting thing on him, he got hurt in practice this week. Go ahead.
But you know what it was? They were doing a jog through, and he stepped on a teammate's foot, and he's
And-
got a sprained ankle. And
Wow.
they're not sure just where he's going to be. And he's been injured most of the year, too, by the way. He's the guy, if they were going to man up on CeeDee Lamb, it would have been him.
Right.
Or
And
will
Savannah, does it say ankle on him or
says shoulder ankle.
Okay, so he was bothered by a shoulder injury first, and then he suffered the ankle injury in practice.
be. You want me to give you another layer to him?
Yes.
I was just reading. He got suspended one game after the New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve game because they had designated their three captains to go out for the coin toss in Carolina. And because he's from Charlotte, he decided he was going to be the fourth guy out there, which is not allowed,
Yeah.
by the way. And not only did he go out there, he designated himself to make the decision on the coin toss, and he about screwed it up because they won the toss and they asked the Packers, what do you wanted to do? And he piped up after Matt LaFleur told him that they wanted to defer, and he says, we want to be on defense. And the referee was like, well, no, wait, you mean you're deferring? And he goes, we want to be on defense. And the guy said,
no.
that's a defer. And he goes, yeah, whatever. They suspended him for the next game.
The Packers
did.
suspended, yeah.
Yeah. For conduct detrimental to the team.
There are other things going on there.
But they said there were other issues too.
Yeah,
why he got suspended.
There had to be other issues going on.
What are the other issues?
The article I read.
Is he Jameis Winston?
But again,
what's going on here, man?
But these aren't just any old games that he's getting suspended for.
Because they got to win.
They have to win, and he's a two-time Pro Bowl cornerback.
And he just
There's
walks out
clearly
there.
other things going on there besides him doing that. So,
The NFL. Which, by the way, since I was on the Zebra site, Ron Tolbert's going to be the head referee for this game.
And one other guy on the Packers injury report, A.J. Dillon, running back.
Yes.
He did not practice.
Did not participate.
That's another key guy.
It's hard to hurt a big man like that.
6'2", 238.
Man, I don't know
He
what
was
happened.
247 when he came out of college, so he's trimmed down to 238.
Well, I tell you, he probably walk around 260.
And by the way, I now have an update on the coldest games in NFL history,
Okay.
Emerson. And it was December 31st, 1967 at Lambeau Field. The temperature minus 13 degrees, wind chill of minus 48 at game time. Okay. The game you're talking about at Riverfront Stadium, January 10th, 1982. The Chargers at the Bengals, AFC Championship game. The temperature was minus 9 degrees, but this is what you were referring to. The wind chill was minus 59.
I knew it was.
So
up
it
there.
actually, the Riverfront game was colder as far as the wind chill is concerned by 11
But the official
degrees.
degree,
But yeah, Fahrenheit. 13 degrees below zero for the Cowboy game. 9 degrees below zero for that one. And number 3 on the list was January 10th, 2016, Seattle and Minnesota minus 6 degrees at TCF Bank Stadium.
So when you left out about the Ice Bowl, there was also at least a foot of snow on the ground.
Yeah. Well, one thing they do have in common are the Great Lakes, right? Is that the problem? Where
They are
the Great
great,
Lakes
aren't
don't play. They don't play.
I can tell you about the Great Lakes.
Hey, I've been there, pal. Didn't like it.
And my one story is somebody that was there, and Savannah won't know his name, but Frank Luxa was writer, covered the Cowboys for the Dallas Times
Hall of
Herald.
Fame voter.
He was walking from however they got to the stadium, from where the bus or a car to the stadium, and he stepped in a snowdrift and he went down to his waist, right? And now he's got to pull himself out, and by the time he gets to the press box, he's soaking wet at 13 below.
That doesn't even sound right. How do you fall into a snow drift?
Well, you're just walking and you stepped and it was deep.
That's crazy, man. I mean, come on. We're talking about a parking lot.
Or those guys waking up telling me the story that they woke up and opened the shades, and you could throw a cup of coffee on the window and it froze. Yeah, it was
So cold.
pretty miserable. Which is the reason why Bart Starr ran for the touchdown, because the other two plays, the running back couldn't get any traction.
And the reason why Bob Hayes didn't catch any passes is
Because he had his hands in his
pockets.
You can't catch with your hands in your pocket.
If they put it right there, if I could just catch it with my chicken wing, I'll be okay.
That was one of the great games in NFL history, and we can laugh about it now, but we were crying that day.
Oh, no doubt about it.
You guys were crying.
Oh, that's right. Mickey was a Packer fan.
And yet he has this show. Yeah, we should hold it against
Did
him
I
for his
dress-
entire life.
And
I know.
We should hold it against him for his entire life.
What colors he got on?
What?
that's lime.
Stop. calm. I heard you guys yesterday giving Vicky like
Hell.
just exactly for the plaid, but actually, yeah, we got to bring it back to everything.
Hey, man, I'm
Come
sorry,
on.
man. This is the only wind jacket that I have. This is strictly for the wind.
It's time to go to the pro shop after this.
I
We're going shopping.
I believe I got this at a cowboy golf tournament, by the way. So,
Well, just
you
don't
know.
wear it tomorrow afternoon.
Oh no, I won't be going any. That's
Yes,
right. I have that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Can I do that from home?
Zoom.
Right. I'll be up and ready, shaved and everything.
One other note around the league before we dive
Anybody else
into
get fired?
Packers. Well, we have a hiring this morning, of
Yes.
course. The New England Patriots. Gerard Mayo is the new head coach of the Patriots, something that he was told a year ago when it was put into his contract that he would be the next head coach of the New England
So
Patriots.
they didn't have to go through any protocols to hire him.
And
They
he-
just
and
make
he-
sure they interviewed people.
And he can't back out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's too late.
say no.
It's in
He
his
signed the
contract.
contract, damn it. You're going to be coaching here.
Yep. And to get around the Rooney Rule, they had to notify the league a year ago that it was in his contract and approval from the league at that point. So
And the Commanders hired a general manager.
Adam Peters.
Yes, from
Okay.
San Francisco.
Okay.
Very nice.
So there you
Yeah,
go.
that's smart. That's a good move. They do well.
So that tells me that they are out on Belichick. The Commanders are.
Probably, yes.
So I'm looking at Atlanta for
Atlanta,
Belichick.
I think you're right.
I'm thinking Atlanta.
Put your money on Atlanta.
I can't see Bill in Atlanta. It's a tough one. I don't know. It's
Why?
hard to
You
see
can-
that.
You can see. Can you see him now? Think about the roster in Atlanta
Good
Okay.
roster.
with the guys with Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Bijan Robinson. Now, and they've got a top 10 pick to get a quarterback. So now, and I'm still say the Chargers ought to be calling Pete Carroll.
No.
Oh no.
No, you guys know who I'm
Oh,
a fan
you
of.
want
You guys
Harbaugh.
already know.
Oh,
That's right. Where does Harbaugh work into the mix here?
man. Pete
No, I
Carroll's
just
going
feel
down
like
there.
that's the fit.
Pete Carroll is
Yeah.
going down
Work
there.
with
bro.
Justin Herbert a little bit.
No, Pete Carroll is going to make Justin Herbert into.
Uh-oh, the truth is lurking.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Nate in Frisco.
He got a haircut too. Look at him. He looks good.
He's ready for a
He's
playoff.
ready, baby.
Okay, and we dive into playoffs next here on Mix Shots.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Foodtopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
The Medal of Honor is our country's highest military award for valor in combat. More than 40 million individuals have served in the armed forces since the Civil War. Fewer than 4,000 have received the Medal of Honor. The National Medal of Honor Museum will be a place to preserve these legacies and inspire America. It's being built right next door to the Dallas Cowboys in Texas. Help us honor our country's greatest heroes. Learn more and get involved at mohmuseum.org.
Did you know that responding to one spam call can lead to more? Or that the IRS would never ask for your social security number on the phone? Beat scammers at their own game by subscribing to AARP Fraud Watch Network alerts and texts. At aarp.org/beatscammerstx, you can sign up to receive information that helps you recognize and avoid the latest scams. That's aarp.org/beatscammerstx.
Back to Mixed Shots.
K-Post Roofing and Waterproofing, the official roofer of the Dallas Cowboys. Before we jump into playoffs, we have to give a huge birthday shout out to producer, Nate Frisco.
Nate, it's your birthday.
Chris Beam.
I know. Producer Supreme, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Chris.
Yay, Chris.
The man.
Mickey never forgets my birthday.
Because I have to wish my sister a happy birthday.
Exactly.
Oh, is it today?
Wait. This is Drew Pearson's birthday, too, right?
Oh, wow.
Well,
Hey.
That part I don't know.
And my
I knew I
nephew,
liked
by
him
the
for
way.
some
And
reason.
my nephew, yeah.
Okay, Producer Supreme, happy birthday. Now, what do I need to do to fix my headset?
Bill and I are both
You
having
out,
problems right now.
I'm out. I can't hear anything.
I can hear everything.
How, Nate?
You matched the theme room?
Nate, what
Yes.
were you just saying about the Packers?
What I'm
While
saying-
we fix our headsets,
Yeah.
let's dive in.
Yeah. What I was saying about the Packers is a lot of people are not giving their offense enough credit. I think this kid is playing lights out. I think Jordan Love, he threw all his interceptions within the first 8-9 games. These last 7-8 games, he has been dynamite. I mean, his accuracy is uncanny.
One interception, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
his accuracy is uncanny. He has a plethora of wide receivers. And then what's more important is Aaron Jones has gotten healthy. Now, a lot of people tell me how bad their offensive line looked, but the last 3 games, I think it's been 34 carries, 29 carries, almost 27 carries. And Aaron Jones is getting the bulk of these. Unlike when they had the serial killer, John Wick, Aaron Rodgers, he was just a spice. He was just part of the plan, Aaron Jones was. Now he's an enhancer.
Right.
He makes everything stay balanced. That way they don't have to throw this kid to the wolves. They try to play ahead of the chains. And this is Matt LaFleur. My hat's off to you because it's 2 coaches in this league, I think, this year that exceeded themselves, and that was the Rams situation and this situation here. These people exceeded themselves by being where they're at. And I want to give Baker Davis a little, the Tampa team a little love, too. But those 2 teams, nobody thought that they would be sitting where they're at. And not only is the Rams sitting in a favorable position, people looking at them as spoilers.
Yeah.
That's how good they think McVay is, and he's got this team. But back to the Green Bay, Matt LaFleur, great job. Great job of bringing this kid along within a season and letting him play the way he's playing and doing it the way he's doing it. This is
When
this
everybody
is
was
unreal.
out there they were ready to wag their finger at him for getting rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Aaron Jones, he is not that. He is not the lead dog. He is, and what I mean by that, he is not the face of the franchise. The kid Jordan Love is, but he's an enhancer. If you don't check him early in the game, if you don't check him, he's averaging 5 yards a carry.
He's averaging 5.7 in the last 3 games.
Well, I just
in his career, it's 5.
I just did my FAMU. You
That's
did
right.
the Oklahoma match. You cheated on the computer. I just did it in my head. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, life. I love this game because I look at it. Jesse Hollywood correct me. I look at it as the NCAAs. You're one and done, but remember, a lot of teams will play that first playoff game in the NCAAs, and it'll be a struggle, but they'll win. And then that's when, after that, it gets easier. So we may struggle, I think, against Green Bay, but after we beat them, it'll get easier.
Is this a 15 seed against a 2 seed in the March Madness?
As long as we win, because some of them seeds be messing up them
That's
seeds.
right.
So I don't know about them seeds you're talking about. I'm talking about the seeds we talking about. We're going to pour oil on them. They will never grow.
That's the truth from Nate Newton.
Well, just know that as he was talking about Jordan Love, I just looked. In the first 10 games, he was sacked 22 times, and he was sacked 30 for the season. So everything improved as the season went along.
And that comes from that offensive line.
With his stats.
That's got to come from that O-line.
Well, speaking of the O-line, there was one other person that I did not mention on the practice report that had moved to do not participate, and that was their left guard. Is it
Elgton Jenkins?
Yes, Elgton Jenkins. He was moved to do not participate on Thursday, so I guess that is very telling, but we'll find out if he will be playing on
And their offensive line has been relatively healthy all year. They lost David Bakhtiari, their left tackle, the first game of the season to a knee injury. And the left tackle that has been filling in all season for them is their 7th-round pick last year, Rasheed Walker. And then Zach Tom is their right tackle, is their 4th-round pick last year. So they've got 2 young tackles that I think the Lion has his eyes on for Sunday afternoon. It's amazing, though, what Nate is talking about with the young players that the Packers have. They're the youngest team in the league. The Rams are the 2nd youngest team in the league. The Rams had 14 draft picks this year. The Packers, 13 draft picks, all made the team, and 9 of them are playing prominent roles on this team. One guy in particular that I liked coming into the draft in the big green notebook was Jaden Reed, number 11, out of Michigan State, who has, I think, 8 receiving touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns.
Leads them with 64 catches.
There you go.
What about Keyshawn Nixon, kick returner for Green Bay?
And he's a slot corner also for them.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. He made All-Pro as far as a kick returner. That's not bad.
As a special teamer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
mostly because he had a long of 51.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got 782 yards in returns on kickoff.
How do you get that?
He's got
30.
30.
Is it Lambeau? Because
he's got 30
you can't reach the end zone because of Lambeau.
He's got. I was going to say because Aubrey, I think he had set a record for touchbacks.
Yeah.
They've only had about a handful of touchbacks this year.
Did we talk about the
them.
All-Pro offensive teams in first and second teams?
So the Cowboys' opponents have only had 8 kick returns, and I think 3 of them were in the Washington game with the way the wind was blowing.
I'd be surprised if we got a return in our stadium.
No.
Yeah, I mean his legs okay, right? He's got no problem. Yeah.
He doesn't have tired leg.
Mm-hmm.
The other guy that I think is one of the keys in this game is the health of Christian Watson, though. And when you look back, Watson was the problem that he's had the last 2 years, his first 2 years in the league, is staying healthy. And he suffered a hamstring injury in the Kansas City game, a game in which he scored 2 touchdowns. And the previous week against Detroit, he had a touchdown. The previous week, he had a touchdown against the Chargers. So he was playing really well. And that's what set him off on this 8-game stretch here, where they've won 6 of those 8 games. And hearing him talk this week, he says that he's 85% or so, but he's 100% sure he's going to play. And when you go back and look at those games in November, he was getting over or around 75% of the snaps. And I think if and we all remember what he did against the Cowboys last year up there. He scored 3 touchdowns in that game.
He's missed 7 games, the last 4 with the hamstring. So, yeah, he's somebody, obviously, the Cowboys got to keep an eye on.
And he's 6'4", 208. He ran a 4.36. He's got an 11.4 broad jump and 38.5 vertical. That's the kind of athleticism you're talking about there.
It's big.
And I think he's just a difference maker as far as that goes. Now, what others will tell you is that the question is whether he catches the ball or not. And so
he had a few problems his rookie year.
Yeah, first play of his NFL career, they went deep, and Aaron Rodgers hit him in stride, and he dropped it. But anyway.
Yeah, we never forget that one. We talk about that one like that's the highlight of his career.
That's because I touted him so much coming into the draft that year. So,
hey guys, I cannot believe Brandon Aubrey did not make first team. Well, he did get first team. Hold on. Brandon
All-Pro team?
Yeah, All-Pro team.
He's on it, right?
He's on it. Yeah, you're right. But the punter,
Anger.
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 He got second. He got second team. This guy, A.J. Cole from Las Vegas.
He had the one guy had a better average and a better net average. Anger was second to that
That's
guy.
tough. That's tough. I just knew Anger was going to be the man.
And it's real easy for people to vote, or players and coaches to vote. They just look at the average and say, "Oh, he was the best." But you got to also look at the touchbacks, because Anger has very few touchbacks.
That's what I was thinking. Well, that all goes into
Micah?
your net. Micah, second team. Is that what I say? Second team, yes. Along with Max Crosby from Vegas.
Now I'm looking at. Are you
I'm
looking at the
looking at-
NFLPA All-Pro team
I'm looking at.
that was released a couple of days ago?
This is the AP.
AP All-Pro team.
the
was-
AP.
The
AP.
AP was released this morning.
Oh, I got you.
And by the way,
Lamar got first team. Dak got second team. CeeDee Lamb got first team along with Tyreek Hill and the usual suspects.
Well, the debate is Micah, right?
Yeah,
He's second team.
second team.
well, they're just looking at sacks.
He's behind Myles Garrett
what it looks
and
like.
T.J. Watt.
Probably.
Yeah.
They just looked at the sack
So
total.
Well, that's kind of tough, man. Myles Garrett had a hell of a season.
Which, by the way, Everson,
Yes, sir.
on Anger, 44 punts, 2 touchbacks, 17 inside the 20.
Crazy. I just knew that he had first team locked up.
Okay, I've got a question on the AP All-Pro team. Can we come of age here a little bit? There's 3 linebackers on the first team. What teams play 3 linebackers? Now, I'm talking inside linebacker types.
So
Fred Warner, Roquan Smith, and Quincy Williams. Those are. I'm not talking edge outside linebackers like in a 3-4.
So what did-
Nobody plays 3 linebackers. No one starts 3 linebackers like that.
what did
Dallas?
Micah
No,
make it
Dallas
as?
doesn't. Huh?
What did Micah make it as? A linebacker or a
He
defensive?
made it as an edge rusher.
Edge rusher.
Edge rusher.
Right.
So-
Which is where he should be.
On the NFLPA All-Pro team, for the linebackers, they designated inside linebackers, on the ball.
That's what it needs to
linebackers.
be. Yeah.
And
Or
there was
off the ball.
2 or 3
Yeah.
for each.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a pet peeve of mine. It's like they've got the form that they fill out is from 1995.
Right. Yeah, they don't use it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have the traditional starting defense anymore. The linebackers are not what you expect them to be or where they expect them.
And along those lines, how many times do teams line up with a running back, a fullback, a tight end, and just 2 wide receivers? Why are there just 2 wide receivers on the first team All-Pro?
Yeah, that
Every
is-
team in
that
the
is
league
interesting.
starts in
3
11
wide.
personnel with 3 wide
Having
receivers.
said that, they have added the slot corner.
Yes, they have done
They
that.
say added the
Yes.
slot
Yes.
corner.
They-
Tyrod
So who's that
Johnson's got
slot corner
second.
covering?
He's
Right,
covering
there's-
that third wide receiver.
But he's
Yeah,
covering the
there's no
fullback
third-
on the
There-
program.
there is
There's no third wide receiver on the team.
Trent McDuffie got first team for Kansas
Yeah, they
City.
overlooked
the
that a
slot
little
So
corner.
what about the offensive line? Did Zach or Tyron?
Zach got it first. Tyron and Tyler got second.
Oh, that's good for Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler's in the mix.
And he on the NFLPA All-Pro team,
He was first.
Yeah.
The players.
Really?
And the
Zach and
and the
Tyler.
voting takes place by players that play. You can vote for the position you play or the position you play against. So I think that's pretty good for them to do.
I
that.
just thought
Play
D. Law
against.
would get some consideration,
Yeah.
and he did not in
Well,
first or second team.
They don't have a
They
designation
got
for
Chris Jones,
big
KC,
plays.
and Aaron Donald, and then they've got on second team. I thought he could make second team, but they gave it to the guy from the Giants,
Well,
Dexter Lawrence, and Justin Matabuike. How did I
he's
say it?
from here, Justin Matabuike.
Matabuike.
He had one stretch this season for the Ravens where he had at least a half sack in 11 straight games.
Mm-hmm.
He's from here in the Metroplex.
Well, that's that's second team. It's he and Dexter Lawrence from the Giants, which I know the Giants made a good run, but man, D. Law has been prevalent for us for all season.
Yeah.
All season. So I don't know.
Well,
It's tough.
as he said, I've won those awards, but there's only one award I want to finish the season with.
He and Dak. Dak said he don't want that hat. I want a bigger hat. He said I want a better hat.
It was good that he didn't wear that hat.
Yeah, it was
Not
crazy.
a lot of the guys put those hats on, by the way.
She said, "Where's your hat?" He's like,
I
don't want that hat.
I
They
think I
want
recall.
one and one only.
I think I recall Dirk Nowitzki doing the same thing back in 2011 when
Really?
the Mavericks made their run. He didn't want anything to do with anything except that NBA Finals at the end.
It's fair.
So
That's how you get a statue.
Yep, that's right. Okay, when we come back.
Now we'll get down to the nitty gritty.
When we come back, it's our picks to click and who wins on Sunday at AT&T Stadium.
The Medal of Honor is our country's highest military award for valor in combat. More than 40 million individuals have served in the armed forces since the Civil War. Fewer than 4,000 have received the Medal of Honor. The National Medal of Honor Museum will be a place to preserve these legacies and inspire America. It's being built right next door to the Dallas Cowboys in Texas. Help us honor our country's greatest heroes. Learn more and get involved at mohmuseum.org.
Cowboys football and Miller Lite. What a pairing. Can cracks at kickoff. Tailgates going way past postgame. Sunday night overtimes followed by Monday morning swagger. Brisket in the smoker. Miller Lite in the cooler. America's team playing America's greatest sport. Miller Lite, the only beer of the Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys football tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. 2023 Miller Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas.
Did you know that responding to one spam call can lead to more? Or that the IRS would never ask for your social security number on the phone? Beat scammers at their own game by subscribing to AARP Fraud Watch Network alerts and texts. At aarp.org/beatscammerstx, you can sign up to receive information that helps you recognize and avoid the latest scams. That's aarp.org/beatscammerstx.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Back to Mick Shots.
Your Dallas Cowboys return home to take on the Green Bay Packers in the Wildcard round of the 2023 playoffs. Get ready to white out AT&T Stadium on Sunday, January 14th at 3:30 p.m. on Fox. It's time to seize everything. For playoff updates, visit dallascowboys.com/playoffs.
You should have heard me yesterday. I was flawless, Savannah. You should have heard me.
She did.
She did. That's
why
I
she
was
came
flawless.
She got back
It was
as
perfect,
quickly
you
as
know.
possible.
She said, "Oh my God, I can't let that happen again."
No, I loved your little. I listened to the beginning of the show, the Savannah shots. That was pretty good. That was good.
Oh man!
I think that we should continue with that. Well, let's put it to a vote just here.
Put a pin in it.
I have no ego.
By the way, guys, no one said anything about it, but should we give Kevin Pup Smith a shout out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't
College
he get?
Football Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's not
College
bad.
Football Hall of Famer. It
Very
was
nice.
voted on Monday. And Kevin Smith out of Texas A&M, first-round draft pick for the
Pup.
Cowboys.
But they announce it in January, and the induction's December.
Next December.
Wow.
December 10th, as a matter of fact.
We gotta
They
get
do
ready.
it,
We got time to get ready for that.
That's the National Football Foundation
Yes.
end of season awards.
That's right. That's
dinner
right.
or whatever that they have.
So he got a while.
All right, before picks to click, let's real quickly. Rams, Lions. What do you got?
Lions.
I'm going with the Rams.
I'm going wishful thinking and going with the Rams. And wishful thinking meaning if the Rams win that game, then the Rams go to San Francisco next week, and the Cowboys get the winner of Philadelphia and Tampa Bay.
I was going to pick the Rams for the Rams just for to pick the winner. Okay, Philly and Tampa Bay.
Tampa. Hey, what's...
You're going Tampa winning at home.
I'm going with Tampa winning at home.
Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm taking Philly.
I'm going to go ahead and take Philly.
I don't think Tampa's very good. But we'll
might pull
find
off
out.
an
I don't
upset,
think
yeah.
Philly's
That
very
was
good.
going to say.
Yeah.
They might pull off an upset. It's
All
home.
right.
Home field advantage.
And has Jalen thrown a ball this week?
That's true. I forgot
If he has, it's probably intercepted.
By the way, Nick Sirianni is on the hot seat in
How about
Philadelphia.
that?
That was quick, wasn't it?
Cleveland, Houston.
Cleveland.
Houston.
I'm going Houston.
Cleveland. Miami, Kansas City.
KC.
I'm going to take Kansas City just because of the weather.
Yeah, and that's what I'm doing.
That's all I got.
KC.
That's all I
It's
got.
Kansas City because
if it was
in Miami
neutral, I'd give Miami a good shot.
But the Dolphins have had so many injuries on defense. They've lost every edge rusher, basically. So
All right. And in the game that you got to pay $6 to watch, Pittsburgh and Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Let's go Pittsburgh.
oh wow,
Just for the heck of it.
Going Buffalo.
yeah, Buffalo. $6 to watch. What's the story on that?
It's the Peacock game.
No, the Peacock game is Saturday night,
It
isn't it?
says Peacock here.
Peacock game. No.
Oh,
Pittsburgh and
it was above it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry.
yeah.
It's the Miami,
Glad we cleared that up.
Kansas City. Yeah, somebody was like,
I think if you have an NFL,
I'm hoping so.
I think you get the
NFL Plus.
Yeah, NFL Plus, you get that. I think that's what I've done before on those Peacock games.
I saw what the Pittsburgh Buffalo. It's CBS and Paramount.
I hope this is not a trend of having to pay
Jerry,
to watch
right.
games.
Jerry
man.
was asked that
I think
today,
it's going
and
towards
he
that.
said the NFL will always have games on free TV. This is just another avenue to explore.
Well, I want every game free on TV. I don't say we always will have games. See, that's that old slick talk. I want every game to be free.
Right. This is the playoffs.
That Jerry kills me, man. You got to listen like, hey, what did he say again? I want to hear every word. Play it back to me just the way he said it.
Which by the way, the Cleveland Houston game, you can watch it on Peacock and Telemundo. How about that?
Okay.
All right, let's go.
All right. I'm ready, guys.
All right.
So excited.
You're up first.
Bill talked to me about doing some things on Jordan Love. And one thing that I saw about Jordan Love, no, I'll put it in this pick to click. I see him. Obviously, he's a great passer. He's just really good connection with his wide receivers. His timing is amazing. You see how his balls, you say they float sometimes. Well, he's already thrown the ball before the receivers turn around. So his timing is really amazing. He had to get that by watching Aaron Rodgers just a little bit.
It's interesting you say that because keep in mind who his quarterback's coach is with the Packers now. It's Tom Clements. And Tom Clements was old Notre Dame starting quarterback back in the 70s under Ara Parsegian. But
Damn,
he's 70
that's
years
royalty.
old. He's 70 years old, and he was the Packers quarterbacks coach under McCarthy from 2006 to 2016. He was offensive coordinator for a short time there, and then from there he went to Arizona. He was with Kyler Murray, and when Murray made the Pro Bowl, Tom Clements was his quarterbacks coach. So a couple of years ago, Matt LaFleur hired Clements out of retirement to come work with specifically Jordan Love, and then you got Aaron Rodgers, and so there are some similarities there you see with Love and Rodgers a little bit, but I think it has a lot to do with the quarterbacks coach Clements.
And having said that, he also plays extremely well off of play action. With Aaron Jones running the way he's been running, that's why they've been so successful. His play action passes now, his percentage is extremely high on play action passes.
That's why they got to stop the run.
That's why they got to stop the run, but also they got to stop the pass. So I am looking at my boy Bland coming through this game, getting another interception, and I'm looking at the Cowboys. They're going to win 35-24. That's my score.
35-24.
And by the way, since he mentioned coaches, Rich Bisaccia is their special teams coach, and former Cowboys linebacker Kyle Wilbur is a quality control coach on the defense. I just noticed
and
that.
Dick Butkus' nephew,
Yes.
Luke Butkus, is the offensive line coach. I got a story from him when he was playing from Cologne, Germany, when I did NFL Europe games. I did one with Steve Berline, and the post-game party was at a bar in Cologne, Germany. And the matchup between Steve Berline and Luke Butkus was legendary, which I will not go into the details of. But anyway.
I'm sure you had a ball over there. Jeez.
All right, Savannah.
You're back.
All right, let's do this. All right, so I know everyone has been talking about stopping this run and the ability for Jordan Love to pass the ball, and you got to get coverage on those wide receivers. However, I am looking at the Cowboys defense to get to Jordan Love before he has the ability to hand off the ball or to pass the ball. So I am going with DeMarcus Lawrence this week as my click to pick.
Smart.
1.5 sacks. And then the score for me is going to be 20-10. Cowboys.
20-10.
Boy, I hope you're wrong. I don't want to.
You don't want a 20-10 game?
I don't want to be biting my nails all game for that.
All right. I have Donovan Wilson as my pick to click.
Nice. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Can I
go with him?
He's been balling. He has been balling.
He really has.
Yes.
You stole him from
Oh, no. He got an interception each of the last 2 games.
He's going to get a third one this week.
Yeah, and he's going to help out on this run defense. I see him back to being the Donovan Wilson we knew before he had the offseason stuff going on. So my score, Cowboys 30, the Packers 20.
Okay.
Late touchdown or field goal to pull away.
We're both within the 10 region here. We'll see.
And Bill Jones?
I got have to change mine. You took Donovan Wilson.
We can both be right.
No. I'll go with another. I'll go with a veteran corner who's been playing very well lately, and that's Jordan Lewis.
Yes.
So
good one. Good one.
They're going to get Love a couple of times, I think. They're going to interceptions. So he's due to be picked off.
All right.
And so I'm predicting a couple of interceptions. And Jordan Lewis, I guess we'll get one of them because he's left for me. You took Bland and you took Wilson, so I'll take Jordan Lewis.
And he's only had 1 interception in the last 8 games.
That's going to change.
No,
yeah, Love. And Lewis has had 1 in the last 2 games.
Yes.
So, and my score, I'll hearken back to
21-17.
When he starts saying harken.
Please, is this the Ice Bowl? Are we going back to the Ice Bowl?
You know what
when he harks,
do the first NFL title game.
When he starts harking down,
we're not going back to the Ice Bowl. We're going a year before the Ice Bowl. This is payback for the 1966 NFL championship game played on New Year's Day, 1967, at the Cotton Bowl in Dallas when Vince Lombardi's Packers beat Tom Landry's Cowboys 34-27 en route to the first Super Bowl. This time the Cowboys beat the Packers 34-27.
Will they get an interception in the end zone with seconds left to seal the victory?
That's Jordan Lewis interception.
Okay. Tom.
Who was it?
It was Tom.
It's a plain name.
It's like Tom Wilson, Tom
Jones.
I
had it.
To have fun with it.
Oh wait, I've got it called up right here. I ought to be able to find it quick enough. The game summary. We got to get this for you. This is very, very important.
For Bill.
Meredith was running out of time and had to just fling it into the end zone. And the Packers
Tom Brown.
Safety.
Tom Brown.
That's right.
Okay. So I think it'll be, since it's a safety, I think it'll be Donovan Wilson who gets the pick to end the game. So.
Wait a minute.
All right.
Did you say Donovan Wilson?
No.
I was
just
going to
saying,
say.
since Tom Brown was a safety, we're going to duplicate what happened 56 years ago, or 57 years. Oh, the years are just passing by too quickly. All right.
Those years are way gone.
I can tell you where I was watching that game, by the way.
You know where I was? I think I was in the entry hall of our house. It was the place I was getting the best reception on the radio because our Cowboys antenna wasn't working properly.
Oh, no.
So the station in Sherman or Tyler that we normally watch the blacked out games on, it was too snowy. It was too fuzzy.
What year was this again?
66 season.
January 1st, 1967.
I'm pretty sure I was outside playing in the mud
in Hamilton Park.
Not even thinking about the game.
I was sitting on the couch in my Aunt Rosie's basement watching the game.
Wow.
As we were having New
And you were
Year's
so
Eve.
happy that the Cowboys lost.
You heard me screaming.
Okay. Hopefully Mickey will be screaming in elation on Sunday afternoon.
yes.
All of us.
All of us,
Just
yeah.
got to fight.
Yep. There you go. He's got to
Seize
fight.
everything.
All right. And we'll see if we'll be able to be here on Monday as
holiday.
Ice-Mageddon hits.
It's a holiday.
It is MLK Day.
Chris?
I'm not sure what the plan is for Monday, but
No Monday.
no Monday.
No Monday.
That's actually good to hear because of the
Weather.
wintry mix that is hitting the Metroplex. Y'all be safe out there. Enjoy the game, and we'll talk at you again on Tuesday as we get you set for Dallas and Philadelphia next week.
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?